Imagine a planet that doesn't just exist beneath you, but breathes, groans, and speaks. On July 29th to 30th, 2025, that voice roared. A magnitude 8.8 or 8.7 megathrust earthquake erupted off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula at a shallow depth of about 19 to 35 kilometers, roughly 120 to 130 kilometers southeast of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky. It was the most powerful quake in the region since 1952, and now ranks among the top 6 strongest earthquakes ever recorded. This quake wasn't a gentle shake. It was Earth speaking. It triggered tsunami waves up to 3 to 5 meters along Kamchatka coast, inundating Severokurilsk, damaging buildings and even a kindergarten. But remarkably, no deaths were reported in Russia. Evacuation spanned the Pacific. Nearly 2 million people evacuated in Japan, 1.4 million in Chile, and warnings in Hawaii, California, Alaska, French Polynesia, and more. Yet in distant cities, tremors caused by this quake rippled through reality. Surgeons in Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky continued surgery mid-shake. The world watched doctors secure patients while the building rocked. This region is ancient seismic theater. In 1952, a magnitude 9.0 quake off Severokurilsk unleashed an 18M tsunami, killing over 2,300 people, devastating towns across Sakhalin and Kamchatka. Even earlier, the 1737 Kamchatka quake, estimated at 9.0 to 9.3, reshaped coastlines, sank settlements, and sent waves across the Pacific, one of the largest tsunamis ever recorded. Between these, in 1963, a magnitude 8.5 quake in the Kuril Islands, and in 2006, an 8.3 quake. Both triggered smaller but still dangerous tsunamis hitting Japan and even reaching California. Despite modern warning systems, several adverse impacts linger. Evacuations were abrupt. Some coastal towns suffered infrastructure damage. Recovery is ongoing in Severokurilsk and nearby settlements. Funding for agencies like the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center remains in question. Damage to critical facilities, such as Russia's Rybatchi submarine base, remains only partially assessed. Satellite images show piers snapped off, but the true state of nuclear vessels remains unclear. Even though no lives were lost this time, injuries and surprise remain. Aftershocks up to magnitude 7.5 were predicted, threatening further destabilization. What does it mean when Earth speaks Russian? This planet is alive, and when it chooses to speak, history shifts. It bends geography, land rises, time shifts, cities tremble. It unseats human certainty, from nuclear bases to ancient myths. It raises questions. Are we listening yet? This megaquake is not an isolated incident. It's part of a cycle of planetary expression along the Kuril-Kamchatka subduction zone, the same throat through which the immense 9.0 quakes of 1737 and 1952 spoke. As the dust settled, the question remains. Earth spoke Russian, but will she speak another language next time? Will we heed warnings hidden in centuries-old folklore about Earth Mother Zemlya-Mat? Tribal stories of giant walking beneath the crust? Will we recognize the planetary pulse before catastrophe? The world prepared better, but some wounds remain unhealed. And Earth's voice will return. Earth is not a silent canvas. She moves, she remembers, she reveals her power. When Earth speaks, significant things happen. So we ask ourselves, are we merely living on Earth, or are we willing to listen? Because the Earth spoke Russian, and in the future, she may speak in another tongue. Will we understand